You are welcome to Nana's Tarot and Oracles. I am the Nana, and Nana loves you. You have a home here for comfort and contemplation, hope and inspiration, rest, renewal, and relaxation. Your readings here will empower you to use your intuition to help you towards a better life. All readings are dedicated to truth and light, but cannot take the place of professional services of any kind. Readings are general, and if they do not sound right for you, they might not be for you. Try again another day. If you like what you're hearing, please select the like button below and subscribe with all notifications. It's free. Share with your friends or family. If you have a question or a comment, I will try to answer it below. You are important to Nana, and Nana is always happy to see you again. Today is February the 22nd of 2026. On my last reading was on the occasion of the Neptune-Saturn conjunction in 0 degrees of Aries. Our astrology for today is a bit less daunting. Today we have a report from astrobutterfly.com, and I recommend that you sign up for her newsletters if you're interested in astrology. We have Venus in Pisces, Trine, Jupiter in Cancer. These are the two benefics planets, stars, and they are associated with growth, harmony, opportunities, protection, and goodwill. That all sounds real good to me right now. They are also sextiling the waxing moon and Jupiter, aligned with Sirius, the brightest star in the sky right now. So we have good astrological transits. It's a good day to enjoy life, and also to consider still the energy that is resonating from the Neptune-Saturn conjunction in Aries. We are still, I would point out, in the beginning, in the in-between stages, which we talked about in the last reading. And Tanaz at foreverconscious.com issued a weekly update about the space between the eclipses. You know that we had on last Tuesday, February the 17th, we had the Ring of Fire solar eclipse, and we are coming up to, in another week or so, the full moon, blood moon lunar eclipse, and she discusses about the sacred space between eclipses, which features some uncertainty, and that will be amplified by Mercury becoming retrograde, which will happen on the 26th. You will want to watch your words. She recommends that you go with the flow, that you establish firm boundaries, and that you finish pending projects, reflect. You may experience increased intuition, and reminds us that the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries is an opportunity for us to consider how to apply manifestation techniques to our dreams. Neptune is the planet of dreams. Saturn is the planet of organization, and these two together equal manifestation. And this goes along very nicely with another aspect of today's date, today being 2/22, We are subject to the 222 energy. I borrowed this image from Diego Berman's Facebook page. I thought it was really beautiful. And he can also be found at diegoberman.com. And he reminds us that in numerology in particular, 22 is a master number, that is the master builder number. That certainly aligns with applying manifestation to your dreams. He had a lot to say also about how today carries a special resonance, and inside the eclipse corridor it can feel especially significant. In numerology, 22 is often called a master number linked with building, embodiment, and structure that can hold something bigger than the mind alone. It is not a number of rushing. It is a number of alignment, becoming form, and vision becoming something you can actually live. The 2 frequency itself is about coherence, relationship, and balance. And I would point out also that it is about duality and about choices. And when it repeats, it tends to amplify sensitivity and intuition. That's why many people experience a 222 feeling as a moment to stabilize, to return to the center, and to choose the next step with calm clarity rather than pressure. This again is quoting from Diego Berman's Facebook post about this moment. And to choose the next step with calm clarity rather than pressure. It's an invitation to trust the quiet guidance and let the nervous system settle into a steadier order. Today can also mark a key point for timeline stabilization for the coming months. In simple terms, what you choose to reinforce now through your boundaries, your pacing, your integrity, and your daily structure can become the track you continue traveling on. This is why portal days are not only energetic, they are practical. They magnify the power of small choices, and they reward steadiness more than intensity. He also says, that you may feel some internal change, heightened sensitivity, changes in sleep, pressure in the head, buzzing or waves of fatigue, and feeling more emotional, feeling unusually porous, that is, soaking things up. So you might want to be careful what you expose yourself to. Sometimes we need to take a break from the news and current events. Do keep that in mind. And then he also refers to the fact that the energy may also begin to feel more reflective and fluid as Mercury prepares to go retrograde in Pisces by midweek. So, be aware, Mercury retrograde tends to be a period of time when we may experience some more difficulty with communication, watch your words, with difficulty with your sort of technological assistant devices like your phones and computers. Do keep that in mind. And this is a time to simplify and slow down and take good care of yourself. So I have pulled out here 2 things. One is Sonia Choquette's Trust Your Vibes Oracle cards, because I thought this might be a good time for us to check in with the vibes and see what they are telling us. Now, all cards were shuffled prior to the reading. Let's see what the Trust Your Vibes is. And the Trust Your Vibes is number 15, pray. Number 15, of course, reduces to the number 6. Number 6 is a number of balance and harmony. Prayer and meditation can certainly be an excellent way to help to restore balance and harmony in your life. And the other oracle cards I have are the Sacred Self-Care oracle cards. These are by Jill Pyle. And I love the back of the cards here. This reminds me of spring. We've been having kind of a false spring, but this afternoon and evening we're supposed to get more snow. Let's see what the self-care oracle cards have to say. Write a gratitude list. That is an excellent activity. And when you're praying, always be sure to give thanks. Remember what you're thankful for. And if you don't have something that you got to be thankful for, be thankful for what you didn't get. Okay, and let's continue with a talisman oracle card. Well, we have a volunteer. Oh, and we have had this card several times. I think it emphasizes the important, and we've been talking about a lot of periods of reflection and self-care, but we need to also remember that union, that community is critical right now, and that we need to maintain a support system. And that is certainly something that we are grateful for when we have it. This is the Union card. I love the 2 rhinoceroses. That goes in with our 222 and with our duality, with our choices. We have the yin-yang symbol up here. And we have sacred geometry embedded in the card to help us think about what we need to think about. So let's see what the book has to say about union. Here is the text and an enlargement of the sacred geometry. Union in a reading. This card represents unity, wholeness, and fulfillment. Harmony can arise from forces that can be seen as opposite, yet they are interconnected and they work to complement each other. This card can represent friendship, teamwork, or partnership. It's not essential to master every talent, skill, or knowledge, because here's the rest of the text. Our unity with like-minded people can bring the best end results. This card teaches us to trust others in their area of expertise. The heavy weight of responsibility can be divided, and the celebration of success is much sweeter when it is shared. Talisman Power. Use this card to strengthen the bond in friendship or partnership. Though rhinos sometimes live in solitude, they form crashes. I think that's what you call a group of rhinos, a crash of rhinoceros, that are crucial to the group's survival and beneficial to the individual members. Channel the union, strength, and energy created by envisioning holding hands with your team or standing strong together as an indestructible crash. Your affirmation: we are stronger together. Yes, we are. And now, let's have a significator card from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Our card today is the Ten of Cups, and it's presenting in the reverse position. But this is one of the happily ever after cards in the tarot deck. You can see the rainbow with the cups arranged in it, and the happy family below. Presenting in the reversed position indicates to me that we have not achieved this yet, but certainly indicates the possibility. And I would say our keyword for today that I selected was imagine. Imagine your happy family. On the reverse side of the deck, we have the Lover's card again. We have had the Lover's card recently. And again, this goes in with the theme of the twos today, because, and with the number 6, which is the number of harmony and balance. The Lover's card is a major arcana card. It is the card of Gemini. And it would appear that this is Adam and Eve and the Archangel Raphael in the Garden of Eden. The original meaning of the Lover's card in Tarot is choice. It is the choice card. And if you know the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, you know that they had to choose, and they chose the fruit of knowledge. You can see the serpent and the apples. An interesting clarifier to get. And then we also have another card that we've had recently, the Eight of Swords. This is another Gemini card. 8 numbers tend to be cards of transition. In this case, the character is blindfolded and loosely bound, can likely easily free herself, and surrounded partially by swords, which may either be restraining or defensive. Hard to say. Swords are the air signs. That's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And this card is frequently interpreted as being a card that indicates being up in your head about things and overwhelmed by your thoughts. Again, a good time to reflect, to pray, and to think about what you have to be grateful for. And the next card that I see underneath that is the Six of Wands. So we are continuing our number 6 trend. I would point out also that 222 equals 6. So we have some interesting numerology going on here. Wands are the fire signs. That's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Wands are considered to be related to inspiration, action, and passion. And the Six of Wands is considered to be a card of victory, a card of triumph and celebration. You can see the wreath on the character's head and also on the staff, the wand that he carries, and his supporters around him. That might speak to the need for union, but certainly I would say that as a clarifier to the previous cards, this is very hopeful. And let's have a rune. Excuse me. See what the runes have to say today. Our rune for today is Laguz. Laguz is the rune of intuition and fluidity and cleansing. I would say that this is certainly in keeping with what we have heard about the pending Mercury retrograde, making us more sensitive and intuitive. So pay attention to your little, small, still voice when you are in retreat, when you are praying. Pay attention. And last but not least, let's have a hexagram from the I Ching, the Book of Changes. Now we've got the same hexagram 2 times in a row in the last 2 readings, which is really kind of unusual, considering there are 64 cards and they get thoroughly shuffled between readings. Today we have, oh my gosh, that is remarkable. We have the same card again, number 63. I will say that while I love Bennett Bell Wynn's interpretations of the cards, that I did look in the booklet that accompanies the deck for this one just to see what it said, and I thought that it was something that I should show you. And here is the reading. After fulfillment. The genesis of the cosmos precedes chaos. And so too does a new order follow every state of confusion in the people's lives. When this new order is achieved, we like to sit back and relax, but beware. This is precisely the point where you need to be careful and observant. For the achievement has not yet stabilized itself. Furthermore, the law dictates that decline begins after every peak. Smug self-satisfaction only accelerates the process. Beware of the illusion that some ideal condition can be everlasting. Nothing is constant except change itself. Remain alert, open to new challenges, and be certain of one thing. Your road will take many a turn, lead you over numerous mountains and valleys. I would say that we certainly see things here that resonate with that. That is phenomenal, though, to draw the same card out of a deck 3 times in a row after shuffling. I will show you once again the oracle According to Benabel Wynn, anticipates pitfalls before advancing. How might your actions affect others? A noble leader puts the people's welfare first, before self-interest. You have done what you have done. The matter now is what happens next. It's the time after an ending and at the start of a new beginning, as we discussed. We are in the in-between time. Call upon the illustrious ancestor. When it comes to receiving favor from the divine, the extravagance of your offerings does not matter. The sincerity of your heart and piety matter more. Prayer and gratitude. Thank you for tuning in to Nana's Tarot and Oracles today. You make Nana's day. Nana loves you and hopes you leave a question or a comment below. Select the like button, subscribe, and select all notifications. It's free. Nana hopes to see you again soon, in peace and love.